Alright guys, so in this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to trade. I'm talking about the entire process from technical analysis to imputing your trades on the trading platform, setting your target, setting your stop loss, and setting everything that you need to know in order for you to make a good trade setup. Now, in order for you to start trading, the very first thing that you need to do is conduct something called technical analysis. That's the very first thing that you need to do. Before you even open any exchange or anything to trade, the first thing you need to do is run your technical analysis. So let's get to my screen. Let me show you how. All right, so what I have here on my screen is XRP. This is a completely neat chart, no analysis on it whatsoever. So I'm going to be starting this analysis from here. The very first thing I can identify on this chart is an area of resistance and an area of support. So how do we identify these things? There are various levels of resistance. There are various areas of support. I want to start by drawing my resistance level. So look at this here. If you look at this chart, you can see that there was a lot of resistance here. Why am I saying there was a lot of resistance here? It's simply because of the fact that we had rejection here, rejection here, rejection here as well. You can see that, right? So it's very clear that this is an area of resistance. And also, there was a little bit of support here, but it didn't hold for too long because it later on flipped to be resistance. So definitely, this is an area of resistance. The next level you want to point out is an area of support. This can also be said to be an area of support. This whole area here, simply because of the fact that whenever prices got to this level, it simply just bounced back. So at this point, we currently have a range. The top of the range being here at 2.8 and the bottom of the range being as low as 1.8. So we're looking at this should be about how many percent move? 30% to 32%. So it's really worth it. It's a really good move. So just by looking at this, the very first thing you need to identify, like I've just told you, is an area of demand and supply, and you have to trade between it. If the candlestick was there now, I probably wouldn't be looking to take this trade. I'll be waiting for prices to get to the best place for me to make my trade or to make my move. And this is the 1 day time frame. First, you conduct your analysis on the 1 day time frame, then you go to the lower time frame in order for you to enter your trade. At least that's just how I do it anyway. Most times, sometimes I even do it on the weekly time frame. So next thing you need to do is, let's go to the 1 hour time frame. All right, so on the 1 hour time frame, you can see that in fact we've started having lower highs and lower lows, which is a clear indication that this area of resistance is actually acting as an area of resistance. So definitely planning a short position in this area is not going to be a bad idea at all. So with that being said, the first thing I need to do now is wait for my perfect entry. The perfect entry that I'll be looking at is, I think I want to see prices retrace a little bit to here. If you have that patience anyway, I can simply decide to take the trade immediately right now. But sometimes you want to get like the best shot, the best entry. So let's say I wanted to take the trade a short position and I wanted to enter immediately just in case prices don't reverse as I'm expecting it to do. I will have to place my position here, right? This is where my stop loss will be, right above this previous, it has to be right above this previous high here, right? And then my target to be all the way down here. So on this, we're looking at a 7.5% stop loss and a 29% profit potential. So with this now, I can now decide that, okay, what leverage do I want to use? I obviously cannot use anything too high because my stop loss is really, really wide. Most of the time when I'm trading, I don't like my stop loss to be more than 30% of my trading capital or whatever it is that I'm trading. So if I want my stop loss to be 30%, I'll have to use a lower leverage. So with a trade setup like this and my stop loss at 7.5%, I can either use a 4x or 5x leverage. If I use the 5x leverage, I'll be looking at a 35% stop loss for this thing. But if I was using something like a 4x leverage, we'll be looking at a 20 something percent stop loss. So I think a 5x is okay. All right, so the next thing you want to do is open your trading app For this we'll be using CoinX. If you want to get CoinX, so if you want to get CoinX on your phone so that you'll be able to make trades just like this, then you should click on the link in my bio. You're going to get certain discounts and bonuses when you click my link. So go ahead and do that. But yeah, I'm going to be using CoinX for this. So after opening the CoinX app, the next thing you want to do is go to your futures page here. And once you're on the futures page, then you have to select the assets that it is that you want to trade. And for this, we already analyzed XRP, so I'm going to search for XRP. Click on that, and then what we want to do is sell, right? We already plan to sell XRP, so I'm just going to go to sell here. After you're on sell, you have to also make sure that you are not on cross margin. You want to stay on isolated margin at all times. So we already plan to use 5x. I'm just going to go to 5x here and click on it to confirm. So this is my leverage, and this is what I'll be trading with. So okay, so after choosing my leverage, the next thing I want to do is change from limits to markets. That's my order type. The reason I like to use market order is because most of the times when I run my analysis, I like to enter the market immediately, and not wait for I not necessarily wait for prices to get to a particular point. If I'm seeing something, I'll take it immediately. So basically, market order allows you to execute a trade immediately, while limit order you can set your limit order to a particular price, and then the trade is going to trigger when price gets to that price that you already set. So let's say you want to take the trade on when XRP gets to $3, right? The trade is only going to trigger when XRP gets to $3 if you are using limit order, right? So now that that's been said, market order is what I like to do. So the next thing I want to do is select the trading amounts, what I want to trade with. As you can see, as I'm moving this slider, you can see the margin. The margin is telling me how much in USDT I'll be trading with, and then it's also showing me my available balance. Right now, my available balance on that account is on this futures account is $500. So I can choose to trade with 300, 200, whatever. Let's do 200, about $200, and that's about 396 XRP. So on 5x leverage, that's 200 multiplied by 5. We're looking at about $1,000 in volume, in trading volume. So the next thing I want to do is set my stop loss. Now my stop loss has already been indicated here. Look at this on the chart here. I have my stop loss at 2.8. That's a fair stop loss for me. It's 2.84. So I'm going to impute that here. 2.84. Right. So confirm. I don't need to set my TP yet because I'm going to be taking partial profits along the way if this trade plays out correctly. So yeah, I think my trade is all set up. I'm just going to click on sell. Boom, and we are in the trade already. Right, so this is how you execute trades. It's actually pretty simple, but the first thing and the most important thing that you need to do is conduct your technical analysis, and of course use a reputable trading platform like CoinX that I just recommended. So if you want to download CoinX so you can trade, click the link in my bio and you'll be able to do so immediately. Or I think it's the description now. Click the link in the description below, and then you'll be able to get access anywhere. So if you like this video, thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, follow, share, do all that nice stuff. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.